Welcome one and all back to Court 1 on day 8 of this final series at the 4th CMAS Age Group Underwater Hockey World Championship. South Africa under-19 men shaping up, facing off against the Colombian. Colombia's spelt wrong. You need to spell it like that. And on the little thing, it's O-U. Don't worry about it. Just take that away. Shaping up against the Colombian under-19 men's. We've got just 45 seconds remaining in this countdown. Joining me here in the commentary box is the large and ever energetic Hein, the South African. How are you?
No, we're good. It's a beautiful sunshine day out here. This morning when we woke up, we felt like we're back in South Africa, Huey, Stuart. And we've got South Africa playing white against Colombia, which will give a very, very tough game, as both these teams don't want to end lower than 5th position, as it was a very tight competition as they came through the round robin, Stuart.
Yeah, so just remind me, Hein, I can't remember. I know the Colombians went down to Australia 2-1 in a really tight contest, but who did the South Africans play yesterday?
Well, they played against Australia, and they played against France, and obviously they couldn't convert both those games. That's why they're playing 5-6.
Yeah, okay, so I think the pivotal one there for South Africa as you see the game begin, and the South Africans, I'm pretty sure, winning that strike there. The Colombians getting pushed back. The pivotal one the South Africans lost yesterday was the South Africa-France game, I believe. So that's why they're playing off for 5th position against Colombia at the moment. As you can see, the South Africans getting an infringement for stick infringement. And the Colombians will get a free puck on their far side in their defensive area there, Hein.
Yeah, no, once again, the visibility of the pool, excellent. The quality of the water, excellent. A lot of spectators will be coming in today, as I know Australia are playing a few games. They're playing against under-19 women, so you can imagine all the locals that are going to come streaming in here to watch this excellent game of underwater hockey, Stuart. Good move here.
Yeah, really nice move there by the South Africans. Around the outside, sort of in between the 3 and the 6 metre D, you could see the guys, even though they were under pressure, they were maintaining a good possession. Got the puck all the way to the back wall, right near the goals, but unfortunately the referee has seen a stick infringement. So the Colombians getting a little bit of relief in pressure just here, Hein.
Yeah, no, South Africa pushing hard there, and the Colombians just making sure they keep bodies at the bottom of the water. And South Africa, we have Dirk van Reenen and Joel Hanna sitting out in this game, and unfortunately 2 players have to sit out. And but they will be there with spirit and heart as Colombia fight it up against the side of the wall here, staying in possession. And we see a quick substitution there with 5 Colombian players in the boxes. The one will swim out and go and help his mates there, Stuart.
Yeah, that's right. A fierce contest playing out here. You can see the Colombians getting a couple of quick subs in, being put under a lot of defensive pressure by this South African attack. The South Africans doing a good job of just keeping it on this near side wall. As you can see, the Colombians trying to drive it out, but again, the South Africans regaining possession and going for a nice little fast swim down that right-hand wall. Met there by the Colombian defenders. They're having a look to go 45, and they just do a little bit of an exploratory swim, not at full pace, and they get caught there by the South African lads who, again, regain possession, drive it into that centre channel, pretty much at the start of the highway to the danger zone there, Hein.
Yeah, no, a big flick there from the Colombians. So they want to get the puck in the front of their players and get speed on behind the puck. And we see Colombians are playing very well here. They are prepared to try and open up. They're prepared to try and get their speedsters on the puck. And another good movement here. And South Africa need to stop that wave. Unfortunately for South Africa, we get bodies at the bottom, and Brandon van Wyk pushing hard there from the back. And a lot of play taking place in the middle of the pool. This is probably a minute 30 seconds that we've had continuous play. All credit to the players who are trying very hard to get the play and game flowing, and credit to the refs, Stuart.
Yeah, that's right. As we see the first 3 minutes of this first half tick by, the Colombians going on a nice little counter-attack at the moment, sort of against the flow of those first 3 minutes as the referees pull up an infringement here against the Colombians. Unfortunately, they were throwing down a fair bit of stick candy, but that's obviously not the kind of sweet that those referees like there, Hein.
Yeah, no, as we see substitution taking place here from South Africa's side. A good spell there by number 4, Michel Celia, and Brandon van Wyk, as they were cutting that puck off and trying to get possession again. And fortunately for them, stopping the wave by the bell of the refs. And we got number 5 here working up hard here, Cardan. South Africa like to play on the side of the wall and then create space and pull the players in. As we see a very strong play there by Ryan. We need to get to the middle of the pool. That's where we can score from, Stuart.
Yeah, that's right, and that's exactly where they take the puck. So they must be listening to you and your good advice there, Hein, as the South Africans take it into that centre channel, met there, and not surprisingly in the first 5 minutes, or inside the first 5 minutes, a nice little sort of look away pass there. South Africans taking the puck all the way to the tray. I think if the puck hasn't gone in yet, it's about to. The referees are confirming. Unfortunately for that, South Africans, they're going to be called on gloving. So a really nice attacking move there with a bit of deception employed by the South African lads. A nice little sort of look away, slide the puck down the leg as you swim off in the opposite direction, opening up that channel. But unfortunately, that time there, Hein, they just didn't manage to convert.
Yeah, I think what happened as well, Stewie, I don't know if you saw that, one of the South African players losing his mask and swimming out. It could have been one of our players that should have finished off. And for one stage, we were 5 players in the water, one swimming out, putting a lot of pressure on the South African to finish it off. But good play by the Colombians. They never got frantic. They just kept their composure, stayed down at the bottom, causing infringement for South Africa. A bit of frustration there. South Africa just need to do what they did well now the previous spell and just keep the 45s going, keep possession, swim hard when you get the puck, and the goal should come.
Yeah, that's right. As you can see, the South Africans being pushed back on an infringement here. The Colombians taking an advantage puck. They take that puck straight down the middle channel. A little bit of rock and rolling, little underbody move there, and the South Africans pick the puck up momentarily before the Colombians wrestle it back off them. A contested puck in the centre channel here with a nice vigorous swim there by that Colombian left-hand forward. Good rock and roll curl, and then straight back into the highway to the danger zone, all the way down to the right-hand corner of the tray. The South Africans doing a good job of keeping the puck out as they swim that puck to the far side there, Hein.
Yeah, no, Colombia's been in our half now twice, and every time they come, they put us on extreme pressure here. So we need to definitely stop that wave. The Colombians, you can see in this game, they don't want to play the wall. They want to play in the center of the pool, there where the sun is shining and probably warming up. And we see good visibility this morning in the pool. It's lovely to see the sun rays coming through, and it just puts another angle to this court that we're playing in. Yeah,
that's right. It is great to see the visibility of the pool. Very nice this morning. A lot of hard work has been done by the pool staff and the volunteers and organisers overnight to get this clarity back up to speed. It was starting to degrade a little bit yesterday afternoon and early evening, so it's nice to see it back up to where we like it. And rest assured there'll be a lot of work being put down to keep it that way as the Colombians get hit in the centre channel. There's a big South African drive here. Big swim going in. That's going to go all the way into the goals.
Excellent.
He was fouled on the way in there, I'm pretty sure, and that's going to be rewarded by the first goal of this game. So South Africa #1 there, Hein.
Yeah, Brandon van Wyk. Very glad that his mom is here. And congratulations to the Van Wyk family as he just kept on swimming. And good spell there from South Africa. As you can see here, the Colombians really coming back hard and trying to get the puck out. Very difficult not to cause infringement and to keep your puck on the stick there. Well done, South Africa.
That's right. And he's rewarded by a tap on the shoulder by his coach wearing one of those very nice tight front zip chesties that we know and love the South Africans to have. Quick shout out to Hydro Underwater Hockey. For all your underwater hockey needs, please go to hydrounderwaterhockey.com or find them on Facebook. They've got a lot of products, just a couple to list off here. They've got katana sticks, pixie sticks, rocket sticks, and shiv sticks. So for all your underwater hockey needs, regardless of what they are, get on the website and get your head around Hydro Underwater Hockey gear. As the play continues here, we see gloving against the Colombians this time. The South Africans will get an advantage puck just on the defensive side of the halfway line there, Hein.
Yeah, no, with 7 minutes, 30 seconds left and no time being called out by one of the coaches, they're obviously seeing the players are enjoying the game. The game is flowing, and very good to see playing for 5-6, and this is game 1-8-1, that the players are still playing good hockey, and this is one of the better games that I've had the privilege of commentating on. The guys are really trying to play an open game, a flowing game, as we haven't had lots of infringements either, Stewie.
Yeah, that's right. Very true. Nice and clean, fast-paced, aggressive hockey. That's certainly the type of hockey we like to see, particularly in finals as the pressure comes on to all these competitors here to really see this competition out and solidify their position at the end of this comp. Interestingly enough, Nick Martin spoke about it on the Glory Moments this morning, but if these guys finish in 5th versus 6th, it can directly affect what pool they are in at the next Underage World Championships going to be held in Sheffield in 2 years. So if there's a lot of countries that go, there'll be two pools of players. And the position you get, the pool you go into, and the people you play against will be directly affected by your seeded position at the end of the last World Champions there, Hein.
Oh, that's interesting, and that's probably good. That's why the guys are really playing here with energy and eager, because that's, you know, you get that in other sports where you rank yourself according to your previous competition that you played in. That's very good that they're doing that. So that just puts a new dimension again to underwater hockey, Stuart.
Yeah, it does, and it really does give the guys yet another reason other than just being amazing competitors to do their best in the competition, regardless of if they get a medal or not. As we see this vigorous game continue, and again, as Heinz said before, the Colombians very good at putting a lot of pressure on the South African defence. Once they get into their attacking halfway, you can see them rock and rolling and nice curls in the start of the highway to the danger zone there. Plenty of stick candy being thrown down, and lots of people collecting it up and carrying it on lovely swims. As you can see, the South Africans just getting possession back and finding a bit of space on the right-hand near side wall here. He really needs to swim that puck. He gets a nice flick. Unfortunately, the South African streaming forward loses possession, regained by the next player, but the Colombians collect that puck and drive it out defensively, losing ground there to maintain possession, Hein, on a nice 45 swim, cut down by the South Africa. They're going through the middle, and it's tit for tat at the moment there, Hein.
And excellent play by the one South African there, Cobus van der Schuyf, getting the puck into the middle of the pool, and then the puck coming back. Unfortunately, he stayed down, and he could distribute the puck again. And I must say, this Brandon van Wyk is having a game of the game of the match here. He's probably man of the match so far for me, because he's been staying down, being committed, and he's trying not to force the puck. He's trying to use his skill to get past the Colombian defense, Stuart.
Yeah, that's right. In finals hockey, it's definitely all about hard, basic, intelligent hockey. And it's good to see some of the lads in this pool today doing exactly that. As you can see, the South Africans on a nice little defensive move there. Nice little sort of backward slide to a waiting South African defender who swims that puck out underneath his sub-bench. The Colombians very quick to meet them there. The Saffers going on a 45 drive into the centre channel. But again, met by a lot of pressure from the Colombians here, Hein.
Yeah, no, 4 minutes left in the first half. No timeout being called. And the Colombians should score here. Oh, excellent defense, but they've got bodies at the bottom. And let's see what there was advantage being played. And let's see as we get the ref wanting to talk to a player there. Obviously, the stick shouldn't stick out further than 2.5 centimeters, from the glove.
Yeah, I think so. So it looks like he's pulling him up for holding a stick in the incorrect position there. So unfortunately, South Africans getting a little bit of a let out of jail free card from the referees, as the Colombian just lost his grip on his stick and sort of gripped it on the wrong spot. South Africans taking this free puck out to their left-hand side, sliding out to the left wall. Another quick shout-out to anyone that needs a glove out there. Please go to hydrounderwaterhockey.com and check out the Tank Trainer, the Skelly, the Tank Heavy, the Tank Light, and the Ninja. All very good gloves for all your underwater hockey needs as this game continues. And the Colombians, again, putting a lot of pressure on the South Africans, but again, the Saffers at the moment are working very well in defence, really managing to get some good rotations going and good clearance moves, nice and safe, which is good to see in this high-pressure game there, Hein.
Yeah, you can see a lot of infringements coming now as the guys seeing the stopwatch counting down to halftime. So the guys, obviously South Africa don't want to concede a goal, and the Colombians know they need to go up into halftime with 1-1 as we have the first time out of this match. Now, it's also interesting, if you look who's playing in the semi-finals in this under-19 league, it's Great Britain against New Zealand, and then France against Australia. It just shows you, the Colombians, Africans, it was just the call of the day that they didn't make it to the semis. As you can see, the level of play here, Stewie, good underwater hockey, and the guys are not taking it standing down, even though they're playing for 5th and 6th position. With Johan de Kok there talking to his players, and I think he's just saying to them, carry on playing the way you started, guys. Don't get frantic, don't get upset, just stay focused.
Yeah, that's right. You can see both the coaches getting some good words into the competitors. 20 seconds to go until this game reconvenes. If you like the stream, if you like the watching the games on YouTube, please go to gofundme.com/Hobart 2017 and show your support. As we look at the live chat, lots of people tuning in to watch this game. Kimberly Hernandez, Vamos Niños, she's obviously from Colombia. Natalie Valencia Munoz, Ola Nati, and she's saying Vamos Colombia as well. Johan Kotza on the South African side of things tuning in. Thank you very much for watching, Johan. And Ana Lucia barracking for the Colombians, and Frank 94 also barracking for the Colombians. So a lot of Colombians tuning in. Not surprising. It's only about 7 p.m. over there, where it's quite early in the morning in South Africa at the moment, Hein.
Yeah, no, it's 2:30 in the morning in South Africa. But you know, it's nice to see there on the live chat, Stewie, is Eleanor de Kok, the captain of the under-23 team, bringing a team over to support the under-19 team. You know, they're playing 5 o'clock this afternoon against, women are playing here, 1500, they're playing against Colombia. So it's good to see them. You know, that's nice to see the spirit of team support and just knowing that you've got people behind you screaming for you and supporting you. So thank you very much for the 23 ladies team supporting us as we have advantage play being played here. Good call there by the referee as he allows a game to go, getting South Africa in a very good position here. But look at those body postures, 3-4 of those Colombians just looking at the puck, just rotating players, and they get the puck away just by having bodies at the bottom.
Yeah, that's right. They do. I mean, they're certainly synonymous for that. If there's one thing the Colombians are good at, it's aggression, and it's also bottom time. These guys play at least 1,600 metres above sea level in Colombia, in Medellin, and sometimes a lot higher than that if they're coming from Bogota or Cali. And they play in 3-metre pools in Medellin, so they're very used to being down and staying down. And I know one of their training philosophies is stay down and don't come up. So you can imagine just how good these guys are at holding their breath. Number 3 there, I believe, is being pinged by Nath Whelan, the referee. As you can see, he's sort of generating a bit of facial racoonery as this competition draws to a close. Number 3 is getting told off for a little bit of stick infringement. So it will be Colombia taking this advantage puck. And a nice little swerve there, met by the second line of the South African defenders as the Colombians rock that puck around the other side and come into just at the start of the highway to the danger zone. As you can see, the South Africans coming back down the near side wall there, Hein.
Yeah, no, putting extreme pressure on the back there from Colombia, but he just stayed down and made sure that the puck doesn't come past him as we had the South African falling in behind the Colombian defense, and the Colombians just getting it right to keep the puck. And it's good to see the Colombians giving South Africa a good game here. Good player by number 15, Mathieu Graaf, coming down as we've got 6-7 seconds to go. And if South Africa can score here in a very good position as they put a lot of pressure on the Colombians, and that'll be half-time, Stewie. That'll be half-time in this first half of the game, South Africa against Colombia.
Yeah, you can see there as half-time is called and the team swap sides. A very tight contest playing out here in court number 1 on day 8 of this, the 4th CMAS Underwater Hockey Age Group World Championships. Just having a look at the live chat again. Catalina chiming in on the live chat and barracking for Colombia. Isabella Kaje doing the same thing. Eleanor de Kok tuning in too, and Andy Pants 550 going for South Africa as well. So thank you very much, guys, for showing your support to these 2 amazing teams and their athletes. Just quickly, Hydro Underwater Hockey. Jump on there for all your underwater hockey needs, particularly if you're a Kiwi, Aussie, or you like the way that Hydro Underwater Hockey Gear design their stuff. There's some amazing designs, both functional and very good looking, might I say. If you want masks, wide bore snorkels, standard snorkels, mouth guards, standard caps, flat masks, snorkel mouthpieces, you can kind of get the picture. There's lots of underwater hockey accessories on there. I spoke about some of the sticks you can get from these guys. They are very good sticks. As I bring up the list here, you can get, I believe, the Wombat, the Numbat, the Katana, the Pixie Stick, the Rocket, the Jolt, the Tomahawk, single sticks if you want, practice sticks, Stingray sticks. You get the idea. There's a whole bunch of underwater hockey stick candy and gear candy to be bought there on Hydro Underwater Hockey. So please jump on their website and go nuts. If you like the stream, if you like the service that you're watching, GoFundMe.com/Hobart 2017. Please show your support. Doesn't need to be a big donation to be much appreciated. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. South Africa leading the Colombians here in this playoff for 5th position. Like I said before, where these teams finish is where they will get seeded for the next underage the 5th CMAS Underage World Championships that's going to be held in Sheffield in 2 years' time. And joining me and Hein in the commentary box is Amar Sarmiento. How are you today, Amar?
Buenos días, Stu. Buenos días a todo Colombia. Llego un poquito tarde, que estaba aquí cumpliendo con algunos deberes de referee, pero bueno, estoy aquí ya listos para esta segunda parte. De momento se impone Sudáfrica. Esperemos que el profe Andrés haya hecho los cambios respectivos para que los chicos puedan regresar en el marcador y irse con hacer el gol del empate, irse con una victoria que creo que es importante para ellos anímicamente y para Colombia, para irse terminar la competición eh, bien anímicamente y contentos. Fue un golpe duro ayer perder con Australia, pero bueno, los chicos se les ve bien de ánimo y comienza el partido. Sale Sudáfrica en un camión muy fuerte por el centro. Los chicos aguantan, vamos a ver si la logran sacar. Sigue avanzando muy fuerte Sudáfrica, camión por el centro, se vienen con todas, se acercan mucho a la portería colombiana. Esperemos que los chicos logren aguantar la intensidad de esa salida tan fuerte. En talla los superan. He visto los surafricanos son pues bastante grandes, son unos muchachos muy grandes, muy fuertes. El biotipo colombiano es más bien pequeñito. Hay jugadores de talla más bien pequeñitos, pero con muchas habilidades y técnicamente es muy bueno. Se acerca Sudáfrica muy fuerte por el centro y Colombia logra defender ahí. Vamos muchachos, llevamos el disco a la esquina para poder reagruparnos y vamos a ver. Uy, llama un penalti el referee. No veo qué número de referee es, pero bueno, parece que fue un penalti a favor de Sudáfrica. Vamos a ver si el defensa logra defenderlo. How do you see it? Ranies. How do you
Yeah,
see
thank you very much for our Colombian commentary here. As I was getting very excited as I looked over the monitor in front of me and seeing the South Africans push hard, and it was a good move there by South Africa as we capitalized on that position. We were in pushing hard, and that's a goal. Fortunately for South Africa, even though it was a very good flick, it wasn't a dangerous, unsportsman flick, and South Africa go up 2-0, and they just carried on where they started earlier. As we're going to see lots of hockey here today and a lot of spectators streaming into this beautiful center, the Dune Kennedy Center in Hobart, as we get the Colombians who's going to take over from me again.
Sí, muchas gracias. Bueno, vemos que los surafricanos nos logran marcar en ese penalti, un excelente tiro. Vamos a ver si los muchachos colombianos logran reaccionar. Todavía queda mucho partido, más de 13 minutos. Creo que hay mucho partido. Este es un partido que se puede ganar, pero creo que es importante empezar a imponerse ya. Los chicos están a lo mejor sufriendo un poco a nivel de fuerza, están siendo superados. A mi manera de ver, creo que tienen que abrir un poco más el disco y no entrar en esas confrontaciones de fuerza, empujar el disco por los muros o por el centro. A lo mejor ahí estamos en desventaja. Creo que tienen que usar su técnica, su velocidad para mover el disco. Aprovecho para mandar un saludo a la leyenda del hockey femenino en Colombia, Natalia Pérez Doncel, que la veo por ahí saludando. Besos, abrazos para ella y por supuesto para su hermosa bebé. Y bueno, se viene Sudáfrica con todo. Los colombianos aguantan, pero bueno, vemos que sale el delantero colombiano. Tenemos que poner mucha intensidad y mucha velocidad para salirnos de esas confrontaciones físicas con los surafricanos, porque ahí nos están ganando, Renia.
Yeah, thank you very much for the commentary. I understood every word you said there. And we've got a ref time out here. Good to see Joel Hanna, number 12, coming to the party in this game. A lot of good play being taken place by Joel, one of our younger players coming through the ranks. And just some Afrikaans hier. Hallo Johan Koetser, ons waardeer wat jy doen in jou ondersteuning. En ons weet jou hart is hierso. En ons mis jou, maat. En geniet maar die koffie en geniet die hockey wat nog vandag gaan plaasvind. And as we see the refs having a good conversation there with they're giving the players rest as the clock ticks off 40 seconds. What the refs about a timeout, but it's good as the schedule has allowed a lot of time for the refs to make the right decision, and just communication taking place there as we see the refs coming back. Still some communication taking place. It's going on to 1 minute for this ref timeout. The refs getting ready. Beautiful sunshine day. We really feel if we're back in South Africa here, and one of South African players will be asked to go out. Let's see who that'll be. Hopefully Ryan will just keep his composure, keep his team together, as it looks like number 2. They won't put Simeon on the side. Number 5, Cardan, asked to go and sit on the side there, and Cardan also having a very good game here as advantage pack with 5 South African players against 6 attacking Colombian players as they work it up, and they don't want to go to the wall here. And South Africa are prepared to play in the wall in their substitution box with 5 players against 6. And let's see what Colombia can do in this situation.
Sí, vamos a ver si los colombianos logran aprovechar esta situación de superioridad. Tienen un jugador de más. Los surafricanos, sin embargo, inteligentemente la llevan hacia el muro donde están poniendo mucha fuerza, mucha energía y mucha natación. Ahí estamos sufriendo un poco. Nos quitan metros ahí. Vamos a ver si estando ahí tan cerquita de los relevos entran piernitas frescas para sacarla ahí y poder buscar. Yo creo que tenemos que salirnos de ese juego ahí del muro y buscar abrir un poco más el disco donde tengamos más espacio para poner la técnica que caracteriza a los equipos colombianos. En este momento una diagonal muy bien hecha, portería, que logra desafortunadamente resetear el defensor surafricano. Sin embargo, hay una falta, una obstrucción por la cual van a sacar 2 minutos al jugador surafricano. Vamos a ver, yo creo que tenemos una situación de 6 contra 4. Esperemos que los muchachos tengan la calma y bueno, y tácticamente sean aplicados para aplicar la jugada preparada que les tenga el profe Andrés. Y bueno, sale el equipo colombiano en la falta preparada. Entran por el centro, se acercan portería y veo que el disco entra a la portería. Vamos a ver si lo dan. Y sí, el descuento para los colombianos. Excelente jugada preparada. 2-1 para el equipo surafricano. Descontamos, todavía queda mucho partido. Gol del jugador número 5, Brian López. Felicidades a Brian y a su familia, que le da una alegría a Colombia descontando el marcador para Colombia. Ahora bueno, esperemos que todavía quedan algún tiempo de la superioridad numérica. Vamos a ver si la logran aprovechar. Creo que incluso hasta podemos intentar hacer el otro gol para el empate en este tiempo. Y bueno, ¿tú cómo lo ves? How do you see the game, Renia?
Thank you very much. As we see South Africa with 2 players on the side here, sitting on the side here. Colombia capitalizing on 6 against 4, drawing 2 players to the side of the goal box and scoring against South Africa as the Colombians pushing hard again. And just something interesting here from Liam Watson, Hydro Underwater Hockey, coming to the party with $550 contribution. Excellent there from Liam. We really appreciate it. This is going to put pressure on the other guys to equal that or better that. That's over to you, Stewie.
Yeah, that's right, mate. I mean, what an amazing donation from one of the real international ambassadors of underwater hockey. Obviously, Liam being, well, I'm not sure if he's the CEO or the CFO of Hydro Underwater Hockey, but he's definitely one of the two. As you can see there, I think the Colombians put the puck in the tray, but unfortunately the refs have said, no, thank you, don't argue, and that's a obstruction against Colombia. So unfortunately for those lads, just doing a little bit too much excessive hugging under the water there. So the South Africans are going to get a bit of a relief in pressure. And thank you very much to Hydro Underwater Hockey. Go there, hydrounderwaterhockey.com, all your underwater hockey needs. As the South Africans take this advantage puck, nice little swerve over to the left-hand side, retracking to the centre channel and going straight out of defence, which is an interesting defensive move there, Hein.
Yeah, no, if the world doesn't know about underwater hockey, definitely they know about it now. With 88,265 views, totaling 723,642 minutes. Excellent stats that we're getting here from the guys just behind us. As South Africa, again, we've got a player out there. South Africa need to keep their composure. You can see it might be some pressure as the players that are sitting on the side are the new players in the team. And Brandon van Wyk, who started excellently well, is now again out for a minute. As South Africa need to attack, need to keep the composure, play like they played. I think it could be a good time now for Johan de Kock to call a team time out and talk to his team, Stewie.
Yeah, look, I mean, they're still leading by a goal, but it could easily be 2-2. I mean, obviously Colombia getting denied there on their second goal by the referees for a foul. You can see here the referees are saying to number 15, I believe, for South Africa, watch your free arm, watch your obstruction. So luckily for number 15 there, he's not going to have to go sit in the sin bin, or actually, yes, he is. So South Africa are actually two players down now as they call a timeout. With 7.5 minutes remaining in this second half there, Omar.
Sí, mucho partido por delante, los chicos muy cerquita de empatar, la verdad. Esperemos bueno, que mantengan el ánimo, se les ve bastante bien. Aún tienen algunos segundos de superioridad numérica. Yo creo que tienen que mantener sobre todo la calma y la compostura, mantenerse aplicados tácticamente y sobre todo tener mucho cuidado con las faltas que, pues como pudimos ver, nos pueden negar goles, y todo el trabajo digamos que se pierde por una falta tonta en el afán de querer hacer el gol. Así que creo que hay que tener calma, tener paciencia y seguir muy aplicados con la táctica. Y bueno, vamos a ver qué tiene preparado aquí para este comienzo el equipo colombiano. Todavía tenemos un poquito de tiempo en superioridad numérica y yo veo muy buena posibilidad. De momento vemos que el jugador surafricano da la impresión como si rompiera la línea de referees, pero aparentemente no la llaman. Intenta abrir el juego, interceptado por el delantero surafricano, y bueno, defienden a la esquina el power play, paran el juego y vemos una detención ilegal en contra de Sudáfrica. Tenemos una oportunidad más de aplicar jugada preparada. Vamos a ver si los chicos logran por fin poner el disco adentro. ¿Quién? Bueno, vemos por ahí que saluda Matías desde Medellín, Isabela, Natalie Valencia, Mi Peña, y vemos que el gol colombiano finalmente llega. Sí, señor, se lo dan a Colombia. Y expulsan a un jugador surafricano por una aparente obstrucción al jugador Ryan Van Zyl. Finalmente llega el empate colombiano. Vamos a ver si los chicos todavía van a tener una superioridad numérica aquí. Ahí tenemos otra opción para meter el tercero. Y bueno, se les ve bastante bien en esta fase del partido, Stuart.
So unfortunately for South Africa, you can see there 3 South African lads in the sin bin. What are you going to say about that, Hein?
Never a good position to be in, but it came through pressure, Stewie, and all credit to Colombia, because that they were just staying in South Africa's half. They were staying in front of the goal box and not allowing South Africa any movement. And with having Ryan out there and Brandon out there and Matthew, all 3 key players putting extreme pressure, and there's no way. Look at the holding on here. Fortunately, the ref didn't see that, as Brandon's back in game there. Good play there by Colombia again. Colombia has definitely been playing much better in the second half than South Africa, and South Africa need to come back hard now. And unfortunately, South Africa hasn't got a team timeout either yet, so hopefully the Colombians call it, and South Africa can then get the cheap. This is all the way. This guy's going to make it. No. Yeah, body's down the bottom. Over to you, Stewie, because my nerves are up.
Heinz having a little bit of a moment. He's struggling. He's very emotional about these South African lads here, ladies and gentlemen, and I would be too if I was barracking for one of these two teams more than the other. As fierce contest, 2-2, with just under 5 minutes remaining in this second half. The South Africans taking the puck all the way to the back wall there. And you can see just how much pressure South Africa are putting on the Colombian team here. And just to put it into perspective, South Africa still have at least one, maybe two players out. So I think they've at least got one still in the sin bin. I think the other two are back in now. So 5 versus 6 at the moment with the Saffers putting on a lot of pressure on the Colombian defence. It is in the far left-hand corner of their attacking area there for South Africa, the far right for Colombian defence. Again, anyone's game with just over 4 minutes remaining. And, these guys are really bringing the competition and putting on a display for all of us. And as Heinz said, kind of disappointing, I guess, for South Africa that the referees called them up for obstruction before and put a whole bunch of the guys in the sin bin there. Actually, I think I might have gotten confused. I think Colombia were on the attack just then. So I was calling the other way around. My apologies, guys. The Colombians putting a whole bunch of attacking pressure on the South Africans. You can see here the Colombians calling a timeout with just under 4 minutes to go. South Africans just getting a little bit friendly with the Colombians in the water the last few minutes. Just a bit of excessive hugging going on there. Nothing wrong with a bit of hugging, but you just got to be timely about when you do it, obviously, because the referees don't like to see too much of it there, Hein.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Stewie. As we have 6 players back in the water, and we need to keep all 6 players in as the Colombians call a timeout, and Johan can capitalize on the fact that he can talk to his players and hopefully talk in sense, make them calm, as we see all these guys looking at the coach and absorbing every word that he says. He'll probably be talking Afrikaans and English as we do in South Africa. We call it dear mekaar and mixed up, and as we have English and Afrikaans players in this water, Stewie.
Yeah, that's right. I'm very interested to get Amar's Spanish perspective on how these Colombian lads are playing. Amar.
Sí, vemos a los muchachos dominando en esta fase del partido. Están de nuevo los jugadores de Sudáfrica completos. Vamos a ver si reaccionan. Yo veo a los chicos ya más sólidos, mucho mejor esta segunda parte que la primera. Están sabiendo encontrar los espacios. Esperemos que ahorita en igualdad de condiciones pues sigan imponiéndose. De momento los surafricanos siguen avanzando por el muro, acompañándose muy buenos números en el fondo. Nos hacen una diagonal bien defendida por el lateral colombiano y vemos que hay otra falta, en este caso por obstrucción. En contra del equipo colombiano. Se nos acercan a la portería. Bueno, vamos a ver si los chicos saben defender esta falta que tienen ahí bastante cerca a la portería. Y bueno, si viene Sudáfrica, vamos a ver si sabemos resetear ese disco hacia los laterales, Ranier.
Yeah, no, like Stewie said earlier, look at the Colombians going down and just watch for yourself and see how long they stay down there, and they just get a lot of pressure on South Africa. South Africa doesn't get any popping from a Colombian player. They just stay down, and South Africa couldn't capitalize on that excellent position they've been in. I think that's the first time in 4 or 5 minutes that they've been in Colombia's half there, Stewie.
Yeah, they're doing a good job now, the South Africans, back to full strength after their excessive hugging incidents. Colombians doing a nice job in the defensive right-hand corner there. Saffers pushing a nice 45, very close to the train now, as the South Africans have got a reasonable body position on the wall for a couple of split seconds there before the Colombians meet them there. As the buzzer goes, the referees have called an infringement. I think it's going to be for Colombia by the looks of it, against South Africa. So unfortunately they'll get pushed back here. The Colombians getting a bit of a relief in pressure. Just under 2 minutes to go in this game, and well, it's going to be interesting to see if this game goes to extra time, because it's certainly looking like it might there, Hein.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of these teams will mind going for extra time, as they'll get more opportunity to play hockey, as this is their last game of the tournament. An infringement again against Colombia, not again, as they haven't caused a lot of infringement, but this time right in front of the goal box, and hopefully South Africa can capitalize. But for the viewers back home, look at these Colombians taking up space, and they'll go down, all 6 of them, and over to the Colombian, my friend.
Sí, de nuevo otra oportunidad para Sudáfrica. Se vienen por todo el centro bastante fuerte. Los chicos tienen que pegarse mucho al suelo, tener una buena posición. Y vemos que parece que ahí rompen la línea. Le van a hacer una advertencia a todo el equipo para bueno, si vuelven a romper nos van a empezar a sacar. una invasión que llamamos en Colombia. Los chicos tienen que estar concentrados, respetar la línea que les da el referee y pegarse muy bien al suelo y no dejarse taclear de los surafricanos que nos superan en talla. Van a intentar romper por el centro. Los chicos se pegan bastante bien al suelo y de nuevo llama. Espero que no haya roto y sí. Desafortunadamente faltó ahí un poquito de concentración del jugador número 1, no, perdón, dice José Arango, es el jugador número 1, se despista un momento y parece que rompe antes de que suene la bocina y lo expulsan 1 minuto por romper la línea de árbitros y le damos una otra oportunidad al equipo surafricano de cobrar una falta enfrente de la portería, esta vez en superioridad numérica. Esperemos que los chicos mantengan la calma, sigan concentrados, pegaditos al suelo y aplicando la táctica que les ponga el... Bueno, vemos ahí que el árbitro australiano saca 2 minutos por obstrucción a un jugador surafricano, me parece. Vamos a ver qué pasó. Sí, en efecto, al jugador número 5, 2 minutos afuera por una aparente obstrucción. Quedamos en 5 jugadores contra 5 jugadores, lo cual pues en este punto del partido nos conviene estar en estas igualdades. Vamos a ver si los chicos saben defender esta falta 5 contra 5, se vienen por el centro, empujan muy fuerte los surafricanos y el delantero estaba ahí muy bien posicionado para sacar el disco. Vamos a ver si decide irse a la contra o decide defenderla en el muro. No alcanzamos a ver bien, pero bueno, se vienen los chicos, siguen empujando. Peligroso este disco ahí, todavía no está reseteado por el muro y muy bien jugado por el colombiano, hace la diagonal buscando el centro sin miedo ni siquiera intentando resetearlo hacia el muro, pero bueno, así que es que se ganan los partidos arriesgando y muy bien el filtra pase para el delantero, quedan 1 contra 1, llega la ayuda rápida del colombiano, se viene la avalancha colombiana, siguen metiéndola hacia el centro, excelente jugada por el centro, siguen empujando. Los surafricanos un poco confundidos no la logran resetear, sigue la avalancha y sigue atacando y parece que hubo una obstrucción, desafortunadamente no hubo el gol, pero excelente salida, excelente contra de Colombia, así es que queremos jugar diagonales, corticas hacia afuera y volviendo a meter el disco adentro, que es lo que está proponiendo Colombia, les está funcionando en este momento y estuvo muy cerca el 3-2 para Colombia Reina.
Yeah, that was nerve-wracking watching that spell there by Colombia, just forcing a lot of pressure on the South African players and saved by the refs there as South Africa won extreme pressure there. That goal, we saw the goal coming, we didn't see the infringement, we could definitely see the goal was on there, and luckily South Africa getting a infringement against them. And I think we'll be going into extra time here, Stewie.
Yeah, that's right. You can see full time is called, so now it's extra time. And the players will have 3 minutes to swap ends again, and then they'll get 2 5-minute halves with a minute in between those 2 halves. So 10 more minutes of hockey at least to play. It's going to go to extra time, so basically the team with the most goals at the end of this extra time will win. If the scores are still tied, then we go to sudden death, which basically means the team to score the next goal wins the match. So still a lot more high-pressure quality hockey remaining in this game. And again, just how close it's been, South Africa versus Colombia. This is either of these two amazing teams' game to win or lose. So I think the South Africa are still down a player at the moment. The Colombians are back to full strength. The South Africans, I think, are having to play one play down for the next approximately 45 seconds or so, I believe, before they get back to full strength. So it really is going to come down to, like Hein was saying before, numbers on the bottom, basic, intelligent, fast hockey, and taking the puck to where it needs to go, depending on what part of the pool we're in. It's going to be very interesting to see which one of these two very different styles of hockey comes out on top here, Amar.
Yes, South Africans look very, very strong on the channels. Like even it's like the center all the world channels, there's just smashing the Colombians. When the Colombians manage to do like 45s to the outside and then recycle the puck, they're managing to do some good swims and some good attacks. But yeah, it's pretty even game. Wasn't lucky for the Colombians. They couldn't score that really good counter at the end. But I guess it will be exciting for all of us to see the outcome of this extra time. Y bueno, mucha suerte a los muchachos. Esperemos que sigan muy concentrados para afrontar este extra tiempo, que serán 2 partes de 5 minutos. Esperemos que bueno, nos dé la victoria. A los chicos se les ve bastante bien. Esperemos que se les dé la victoria, Rania.
Yeah, thank you very much. As you see it on the website there, gofundme.com.hobart to 2017. Please, guys, we will appreciate any loose change, even a few more dollars than loose change will be appreciated. As you rightfully said, Stewie, South Africa is still down to 5 players, as Cardan, number 5, will be sitting in the sin bin for the kickoff of the start of this very exciting game. Like you said, 5 minutes on each side. And South Africa going gofundme.com/Hobart 2017. Gooi die geld daar in, hulle sal waardeer as we have a kick-off on extra time, and let's see the fittest team will win.
Sí, bueno, arranca el extra tiempo, se juega, empieza el juego por el canal central y bueno, sale Colombia en velocidad. Sí, estamos muy cerca ahí de la portería surafricana, sigue el peligro, el defensor surafricano intercepta y bueno, resetea hacia la esquina donde se puedan reorganizar. Fue una excelente salida de Colombia, creo que eso es lo que estamos buscando. Salidas por el centro en diagonales donde nos dé espacio y bueno, desafortunadamente ahí el defensor el defensor surafricano logra defender, la llevan al muro donde pues por talla ellos bastante ya problemas nos ha causado al equipo colombiano, pero bueno, los chicos están ahí luchando. En este momento avanza con mucha fuerza el equipo surafricano y parece que habían dado ley de ventaja, número 4 colombiano, parece que el jugador Santiago Mejía le dan 1 minuto afuera, no vi la seña, pero bueno, vamos a estar en inferioridad numérica por 1 minuto. Esperemos que los chicos sigan tranquilos, estuvieron bastante cerca de anotar en la jugada pasada y bueno, sale Sudáfrica reñida.
Yeah, thank you. As you saw, South Africa doing very good, playing very good underwater hockey. There are 2 of the South Africans coming down on the one Colombian player and putting extreme pressure on him. And unfortunately for Colombia, causing infringement with their number 4 player, I think it was, having to go and sit in the bin for 1 minute. What's also very noticeable here for the people back in South Africa, if you look at the players playing here, a lot of the new caps are really coming to the party. As I see Matthew Penning and a few guys playing very hard, Kobus van der Skyf and the Hannahs. And that should be a goal there. And let's give it the decision to the refs. That is it. But it's still a lot of hockey to take place. Still a lot of hockey, guys.
Yeah, that's right. Number 5 there for South Africa putting that goal. What was that player's name?
No, that's good. He was in the sin bin, so he came back strong.
What was his name? Cardan Roshio. Scoring that 3rd goal for the South Africans there, so well done, Cardan. Spending a little bit of time in the sin bin, getting his breath back, and then came back into the pool strong on basically a really nice team drive, controlling the pressure in the centre channel, right inside the highway to the danger zone. The South Africans putting on a show there together, and then essentially just controlling that puck in front of the goal tray. As you can see them driving the puck out to the far side here, controlling it in front of the goal tray, and then a really nice curl and dish that puck into the tray, displayed there by Cardan. So well done for goal number 3. It's going to be up to the Colombians now to get themselves back into this match. There is only 7 minutes remaining in this game, 2 more minutes in this half, 1 minute for half time, and then 5 more minutes remaining in the second half of overtime. The South Africans doing a bit of defending at the moment as the Colombians try and assert some more pressure on this South African team there, Amar.
Sí, nos cogen en inferioridad numérica y nos logran hacer el 3-2. Esperemos que los chicos reaccionen. Ahí salen bastante fuertes. Los chicos se acercan a la portería. el defensor surafricano resetea hacia los releos, donde puedan entrar ahí gente fresca a sacar el disco. Esperemos que los chicos colombianos logren sacar el disco de ese muro que no nos conviene para nada. Están bastante fuertes los surafricanos en los muros, nos están ganando muchos metros cada vez que la meten ahí. Y bueno, los chicos vemos luchando bastante la diagonal que nos hace el surafricano hacia adentro. Y bueno, se nos viene bastante fuerte, unas nataciones muy intensas del equipo surafricano. Y bueno, se acercan peligrosamente de nuevo a la portería colombiana. Estamos sufriendo ahí un poquito en defensa. Esperemos que se cumpla rápido el minuto del expulsado y estemos en igualdad de condiciones de nuevo, porque estamos en este momento sufriendo ahí un poquito en defensa. Esperemos que los chicos sigan ahí ordenados, organizados para sacar ese disco de ahí, porque bueno, nos tienen bastante encimados. Viene el disco hacia la parte de los releos. El chico muy inteligentemente lo lleva ahí y bueno, sale el jugador fresco nadando por el centro, 1 contra 1, se le queda el disco, pero entra el segundo delantero a ayudarle. El jugador surafricano se gira, busca la ayuda por detrás. Los chicos siguen ahí luchando, se atasca de nuevo el disco un poco en el muro. Lo que tenemos que buscar es sacarlo muy bien, sacado por el jugador colombiano hacia el centro. Pero bueno, los surafricanos también saben jugar por el canal central y en este momento parece que sí, se acaba el primer tiempo extra. Todavía hay 5 minutos para remontar. Hay mucho partido todavía, puede pasar muchas cosas. Esperemos que los chicos puedan empatar el partido. Aprovecho para decir, bueno, se está recogiendo dinero para costear digamos que el valor, el costo de esta transmisión, que ha sido bastante costosa. Decidieron al final hacerla gratuita para promover el hockey, que es lo más ideal. Pero bueno, el que quiera donar un poquito de plata, no tiene que ser mucho, pero cualquier dinero que puedan fundar, bueno, que puedan donar a www.gofundme.com/Howard 2017 será bien recibido. Cualquier dinero es importante para que se pueda seguir haciendo este tipo de transmisiones de mucha calidad. Y bueno, arranca la segunda parte, Renier.
Yeah, no, you saw the play there from South Africa, but we were leading 2-0, and the Colombians came back, scored 2 goals. The reason for the extra time, going into full time 2-2, and South Africa needs to defend here, as Colombians aren't afraid to attack coming from behind, and we've seen them numerous times in this tournament. Hard players, not prepared to take a loss, and they're all playing for pride and dignity, as we have infringement against Colombia being hard on attack in the South Africans half. And hopefully the players have replenished their nutrients and they rehydrated themselves, as we're getting 5 minutes of extra time here again.
Yeah, that's right, Hein. It was an interesting one, actually, because normally when you've got a fast swimmer on the end of a puck, you normally wouldn't get pulled up for a stick infringement on that person with the puck, especially when he's got 2 defenders on him and they're trying to get the possession back. So maybe the South African defenders had that puck and they were just swimming backwards under pressure by that Colombian attacker, and then he fouled them. But either way, the refs have awarded the advantage puck to South Africa. As you can see, the Saffers coming down the right-hand side, just sort of in the middle of the court there over to that far side of the pool, getting a little bit of sunshine right now with the Colombians putting a whole bunch of contested pressure on that puck. Neither team really dictating the game more than the other one. As we can go to the underwater shot now, you can see how many people are on the bottom. There's pretty much 1 or 2 players from either team on the surface. The rest are down, just trying to wrestle, I guess, some kind of advantage in this game, stamp their authority with their game plan. As the Colombians bring the puck back into the centre channel here, the referees were playing advantage, and now the referee's hand goes. It's going to be interesting to see which ref actually calls it here. I think it was Nath Whelan there in the foreground of the camera calling infringement against South Africa there, Hein.
Yeah, no, unfortunately for South Africa, being in a very good position here, causing infringement, as they know if they stay in this position, they can just slow it down a bit. But knowing the South Africans, they'd like to finish 4-2, and Colombia still You can see the bodies, you can see their swimming position as in the sunlight. Their beautiful shot here as the ref gets into an excellent position. And South Africa gunning hard on the attack here right in front of us in the engine room. They're swimming back again, and South Africa need to keep possession. They need to stay in that position, still in the sun rays here. And Colombia are prepared to swim it down the middle channel here. Let's see what's going to happen here. South Africa attacking hard here with the ref in a good position again. Come on, South Africa, we need you to kick into overdrive, and it's a breakthrough. No, unfortunately not. Well done, Colombia.
Sí, bueno, se nos acercan muy cerquita a la portería del equipo surafricano, nos tienen ahí sufriendo, empujan, el disco se ve que entra para Sudáfrica, vamos a ver si lo dan, y desafortunadamente para nosotros es el 4-2. Bueno, 2 goles de diferencia, quedan 2 minutos. Los chicos, es importante que en esta salida salgan con toda para descontar. Goal number 2, Simon Justa. Okay. Ryan Bansil. Goal number 3, White. Y bueno, se nos viene. Tienen los chicos que salir con todo, hacer el gol rápido para buscar el empate. Se complica un poco el juego, sale muy fuerte el jugador por el centro. Eso es lo que necesitamos, un power play con toda para buscar el descuento. Es importante marcar rápido porque bueno, se acaba el tiempo, 1 minuto 20 para que se acabe esta parte. Salen muy fuertes los chicos, muy bien, vemos una posibilidad muy grande de gol. Vamos a ver qué pasó. Y llamada del referee australiano, vamos a ver qué llama. Penalti gol a favor de Colombia. Excelente para los chicos de Colombia. Tenemos que nadar rápido y que comience lo más rápido que pueda el partido para que bueno, tengamos una oportunidad, 1 minuto para que se acabe este partido. Y bueno, tenemos que organizar otro power play que nos dé el 4-4. How do you see the game, Brian? Yeah, pretty exciting, eh?
Yeah, guys, I don't know how we're going to do this with 1 minute to go. My nerves are shot as there's a lot of play going to take place today as Colombia are coming back firing here. They obviously had better replenishment in that break than South Africa. The Colombians are fired up, going to the far side of the pool. South Africa need to get bodies down. And good to see that all 6 players of both teams are on this water for this last spell of 30 seconds as we swim into that beautiful shot there. Excellent camera work there from our camera crew. And I'm not going to commentate anymore because I need a sip of water here, guys.
20 seconds remaining. Colombia trailing South Africa 3-4. It looks like it's unlikely the Colombians are going to be able to come back and score a goal with only 10 seconds now. They do get a bit of a swim here. They haven't found the space as the South Africans take that puck close to the start of the highway to the danger zone. The Colombians swimming it out to their defence, but unfortunately they're going to run out of time. So full time is called, 5.5 minutes until the next game goes. My South African and Colombian compatriots here in the commentary box shake hands. South Africa taking this game out 4-3. So the South Africans finishing 5th in the under-19 men's division. Colombia finishing 6th in a very hard-fought game. What an absolute contest by both of these teams. Congratulations, South Africa, and commiserations to Colombia. Over to you, Hein.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you, Stewie. That was good hockey, and it was a privilege to speak with my commentators, my co-commentators from Colombia and Stewart, and it was good hockey, and hockey won. So you got to have a loser and a winner, and fortunately for South Africa, it went our way, and we'll go out and talk to the guys on the deck there, Stewie.
Actually, there's actually not enough time to speak to the players because we went into extra time. There's only 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining until the next game kicks off. We're just about to cut the feed, but please stay tuned for the women's under-23 France against women's under-23 Australia, fifth versus 6th place playoff in that pool. So please stay tuned. See you soon.